133 years of fierce competition came to a head yesterday. Our South Island senior reporter Mike Thorpe was there for New Zealand's toughest schoolboy rugby derby.
I think this is the biggest or the most storied rival in New Zealand school.
There's a lot of history and a deep sense of tradition between both the schools. And I think that lends itself to the fact that the boys feel that they're playing for something much larger than themselves.
This school was established because the University of Canterbury weren't happy with quality of graduates in Christchurch. So maybe there's some rivalry from way back then.
You put on like the jersey and you see like that's like 47 All Blacks. It kind of just reminds you of like just everything that jersey has meant to people before you. You feel like you have to step up.
Mike Thorpe is with us now from Christchurch. Mike, good morning. Very excited.
Morning, Ryan.
They looked very, very excited. Can you just explain, people outside of Canterbury might not quite get this, explain what's going on here?
Well, these are two schools that, I don't want to say hate each other because they don't, but there's 133 years of rivalry that's gone into this. And I would say that Christchurch boys have probably had the wood over Christ's in recent years. I think 3 or 4 victories in the last 25 years for Christ's. But this is the big day. This is certainly the big day in schoolboy rugby in Canterbury. And really also a celebration of rugby, I think pure rugby, that New Zealand rugby should be grabbing a hold of too. All the things that we dislike about Super Rugby, this has none of that. It is utterly tribal. There is exciting rugby from the very first whistle to the last. And it is totally unpredictable. I think form-wise, Christ looked like maybe they weren't going to be in this. But they didn't care about form. They just turned up and played in front of their schoolmates on a field that hasn't been open for 4 years. So it was a great game that had absolutely every element to it.
Mike, it looks like old school rugby, you know, like as we used to play. Any biffo? Any fights?
No biffo. And I was expecting some good chance. There usually is. Things like your dad works for my dad, coming from one group to the other. But it was actually pretty tame. It was very well behaved. There was one group of old boys from Christchurch boys who made their way down to a part that they weren't supposed to be in. They were ushered back. And after that, it was just a good game of rugby. So I guess when things get a bit boring, sometimes it can go that way, but it certainly wasn't boring yesterday.
Good. Nice to hear it, Mike, and nice to see you on our show. We look forward to having you back more often. Mike Thorpe, you can see his full video at nzherald.co.nz. That was our South Island senior reporter, Mike Thorpe. Just gone 14 minutes after 8 now. Today on our panel...